Hey guys, welcome to another session of Epic 7. We're going to do a account review on CanYouHear. He's hit Legend. He's now in Champ 5 in Arena. Looked at his guild. They're pretty good. So I expect to see some good stuff. I did ask him to show me a couple of his hero builds as a preview in terms of when I wanted to take this on or not. And it's decent. So I think he wants this to be a constructive review, not just pure flex. Although you already have RB, that's already a flex to me. So plus you have an S imprint. Okay, let's take a look. So we have decent RB, speed boot RB. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Attack is maybe a bit too low, and maybe crit damage, but your effectiveness is really high. I kind of do like RBs with some effectiveness as well. That blind and pushback is really good. With an S imprint though, you are 12% of his base attack. Oh, you are over 4k. I think you hit 4k or you're over 4k just slightly. Very good weapon here. Crit chance attack. I feel RB though is to be honest, I reviewed a lot of RBs now. I think RB is a bit of a cheat. Like Leo thieves have such good stats, like speed, HP, attack, and like they're just really easy to build in my opinion. Like build strong. Crit damage, crit chance attack, effectiveness, effect resistance. You have 19 effect resistance total there. And then that's pretty good. Yeah, that rolled pretty well. Attack, and then you have this one, 25 attack. Yeah, that boot has got to get some good attack in order to run a speed boot without compromising your attack. 8 crit chance, 82 attack. Not bad. And a Moonlight Dreamblade. Do you ever run him on yeah, Vildred main rep hero in the game. Can you hear? Yeah, that's in his name. Yeah. Can you hear the approaching ruin? Do you actually use Alexa's basket by any chance? I do think that Arbiter Vildred at these speeds benefit more from Alexa's basket. Because I would say you're about the 200 speed. I would say benefits more from Alexa's basket than Moonlight Dreamblade. But maybe depending on your comp. Or you have an 18. Okay. So if that was a maxed one, I think you really should consider an Alexa's basket. RBs on Alexa's are pretty crazy, especially speed ones. Okay, we got an attack set. Ooh, attack set Violet. Speed boot though. 31 crit damage. That's odd. I think a speed set Violet in this case is a lot better. I mean, oh, you do have a crit chance neck. Oh, I see. Then that's not terrible. 15 crit damage on that roll there. 10 speed, 12 effect. Oh, this one's pretty good speed. 12 crit damage, 10 crit chance, and you got effectiveness set as well. 40 effectiveness. Good for that attack down. This one I would say is probably your lowest hanging fruit there. This one's crazy. That one's good. 31 crit damage. And this one's decent as well. Yeah, and overall though, the Violet is missing too many stats. It would probably benefit you from going for a speed set there. Your HP is way too low. Your defense is average, but could be higher. Most top Violets are going for 1000 defense now. 4k attack, 1000 defense, 1400. I say 1500 health is pretty massive, but 1400 health, 170 speed should be easily achievable. About 80-85 crit rate with 250 and plus crit damage. That would be probably better. This Violet I think is a bit too squishy in defense or in offense. But that's my thoughts on that one. This is really high. Oh, it's a 14 mola. Got you Kieran. Let's take a look. You're just worried about being cleaved in Guild War if on basket? I see. you should in that case in your Violet comp, you should run other heroes to counter the cleave, and don't use him as the counter there. At least the higher rank you go, most of them, it depends on again, it does depend on the comp you bring him with, but most of them go like full sustain comps, and Alexis Basket on the right turns, especially after he revives, can very well benefit. A Moonlight Dreamblade one is a joke to most high tier players. They won't go cleave RB if you have him on the right team, but a counter cleave on another hero can free him up from using Moonlight Dreamblade, in my opinion. Your Kieran speed set 173 speed with attack set, but your attack is very low. Your Kieran's attack is very low. Let me see if I could find the culprit here. I'm pretty sure you just have, yeah, low attack subs. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Let me take a look at the crit damage is good, but I don't know, it feels like it's not that crazy yet. You got 9% attack imprint. Okay, so that will help. He has about 1,100 plus attack. Let's see what you're using here. You got a crit chance 10. Well, you should consider crafting this. You know, 12 crit chance is probably the best. Vinny, not everybody can OP subs like you. No, I'm only saying that as like as a thing he has to hit. Yeah, and another thing is you're not on immunity set. Immunity set Kieran is almost like a must-have. Without immunity, there's too many ways to abuse him. With immunity, if you get the kill, you can extend the buff. That'd be really good. But yeah, crit set, and you can get 2 more crit chance out of this. So I would highly suggest you craft this. If you want to go for the 10% damage dealt with the S3, highly suggest you craft that 2 extra, and then try to get an immunity as soon as possible. I would say that immunity on him at 173, you do need immunity set. That would be my critique for the Kieran. Say Charles, plus 15, good. You're not using the S3EE. Again, the same thing happened here. You can get a bit more attack out of this, so highly suggest you craft it. We're talking about min-maxing, of course. I mean, if you have enough currency, craft it. Charles, in my opinion, 100% worth crafting. But no cleanse EE as well, so you don't have immunity set on him. 3,400 attack. It's very good attack. Beefy enough to survive, especially if you have damage mitigation. But again, no immunity to me is very low. 13 crit chance, 8 speed. So you have an attack, right? Attack. You got usable rolls, but yeah, 100%. Next thing I think you got to do is invest into immunity. Yeah, Vinny says the exact same thing I was gonna say. Yeah, so if you are gonna go with immunity, like without immunity, you gotta have that cleanse EE. Although, just to keep in mind that if a Bassar goes into your Charles, somehow you allow a Bassar to go into your Charles, whatever comp your Charles is in, you have to make it anti-Bassar. If you do get the unbuffable, oh, actually no, it doesn't matter then. If it's immunity, I guess it doesn't matter, unless that Bassar doesn't run Toggle's Ancient Book. I've seen that happen. Like, some people open it up and try to bank on the RNG. I want to see something though. I do want to see your hunt progress. just for immunity's sake. Okay, so you obviously have completed it. I mean, you have the heroes, but I think you really need to farm it. Let me take a look. The rest. You've tried a lot of Charles, and cleanse works really well, specifically against Bassar, but it only cleanses him from being unbuffable. You don't get the attack buff, right? At least that's my understanding. I've never actually tried it myself, but if you don't get if you're unbuffable, you do it, you don't get the buff, but you cleanse it. Yes, that may open it up for another buffer in between after, I guess. So, but yeah, Bassar's OP though. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, ideally, so he can't get provoked on the first turn or anything like that. No imprints, not yet. Okay, it's okay. SSB, Proof of Valor SSB, plus 15. Immunity set. Okay, so here you got the right idea. Let's see what you're going with as your main. Speed boot. Your attack is very, very low. The speed, I don't know, might throw off a player or two, but you have 191 speed and she's on immunity set. I feel that's counterintuitive to someone like Charles, who's sitting at 155 speed and he has no immunity. In my opinion, if you're gonna put the SSB on the immunity set here, she should be. So that's really good. She should be on immunity set, but I think you are lacking too much damage, and especially you on Proof of Valor. So if she's just there for the defense break, I would say skyrocket the effectiveness. If you're just going for unbuffable and all that stuff. Now, obviously, I don't know the context to your usage of SSB. Like, is she in your Guild War defense? If she is, most people... I should say this, though. Most people should be running immunity going into a Guild War fight. So if she's on a Guild War defense, you're not going to do anything in the first turn. You're not going to do enough damage. 81 crit rate. The crit damage is decent. The effectiveness is good. The effect resistance has been nice to have. Defense and health is pretty average. You could lower the speed for more damage, in my opinion. Here's the scenario. In almost any team comp you put her in, SSBs at this speed will almost hardly do anything for you other than set yourself up for the S2 quickly. Because again, depending on the team comp, if they bring a bruiser and tank and heal their sustain comp, you're not going to do enough damage. If they go with like a Oxlot's cleave comp, Oxlot's nuke comp, so like if, for example, Oxlot's with like Yufine and Watcher Shuri and stuff like that, you're also not fast enough. So you're kind of like in the place where like she's kind of not that usable, plus again not enough damage. So it's very, very difficult, I think, to use this one, in my opinion. Yeah, some people on stream channel is like, no damage SSBs are pretty bad. Yeah, I think SSB needs to be a damage dealer in order to fulfill her role. Now, whether or not people cleave her, whether or not people kill her easily, she still needs to do what she needs to do. And again, if you do want to go with this kind of like speed SSB to throw them off with high effectiveness, I would go for even higher effectiveness than this. And then in that case, this can work. But then I feel that the Mola is kind of wasted in terms of the damage ones. You got Spec Says, one of the ones I want. Not bad. Okay, yeah, I don't have much comment on this. It will work. 21 crit chance. Ooh. Oh, one highlight for this spec says is that you have 100% crit chance. That's very good. That's very good to have. Crit damage is still good. You could definitely kill off those like really weak heroes in one shot, and if you get a stun, 100%. I would say I don't have much criticism on this. It's not bad. You actually got some speed in here too. 143? You got some speed rolls there. Yeah, enough. Although again, no, I won't say my thoughts on this. I think he's good. Looks like you're using him just for RB, and his last awakening is health, right? I think. Let me double check. Yeah, it's health. You might be just waiting. Maybe you just got him as a new toy. But yeah, definitely min-max it. Get that health awakening there. Adds to your flat attack as well, so that's nice to have. Assassin Collie, 15. Self-imprint? Yep. 14%. In terms of a damage, a Collie, she does good. Speed is way too low. I think 250 is like a must-have on an Assassin Collie. The speed scaling and yeah, so otherwise not bad. In terms of damage, that's fairly good. Yeah. In Assassin Collie and Assassin Sid build, every piece has to have speed. But if you are using her maybe like on an offense team, she won't be bad. Like as a stealthy nuker, she might be a good choice. Especially if they're heavily single target damage defense. That's not bad. In terms of damage, it's not bad. Yeah, it has a really good necklace, yeah. Let's take a look, yeah. So I showed it all, right? I think. Yeah, I mean you got like decent rolls on it. I mean the helmet is good, but you gotta switch it out. In my opinion, that crit damage, if you could get one with speed, that makes all the difference. I mean, you think about even a flat, like a flat 4-speed helmet without any rolls on it, it gets you to 240. It gets you much closer to the goal. Everything else is good. I mean, the 30 crit damage, I would sacrifice if you can get something. Which, I mean, goes without saying. It's not like you're a noob and you don't know that. But yeah, I would say that's probably the only piece that you could really enhance. Yeah, maybe a crit damage sub in this one. That would be great. Yeah, gotta go with what you have. I get it. So let's keep going. Luluca, probably Wyvern. Maybe Wyvern. I'm gonna skip it. I think this is a PV. It's got Zero Ren though. So maybe World Boss. Oh, it's actually Moled. Good for you. You know, I think Luluca is very underrated. I do like her. It's just that I don't find that I need her. You have the pouty face. You got it plus. Yeah, for sure. You farm Wyvern with her probably. Actually, let's take a look at the rolls anyways. Got some T88s. I always like looking at T88 gear. Oh, that's pretty good. Like an ML Robbie sort of thing. No, it doesn't have health. 21 defense. Holy crap, you have 16. What? Wait a minute. Holy crap, man, he has 1600 defense. Wait, I just saw that right now. Luluca's for raids? Oh, wow. Holy crap. That defense is extremely high. I know mages have high base defense, but wow. That shooketh me, man. Shooketh. Yeah, man, that kind of gear could be really useful on some kind of like someone that really needs it. Vinny's like always tunnel vision into what he thinks the unit wants. Hey, you gotta assess that first and then start assessing meme, right? In terms of defense, I mean, that's pretty impressive. 54 effectiveness. I mean, that's PvE works. He says that it's for raids, so that's what Sushi Lover said. Which Sushi Lover is CanYouHear, the player name, in case people watch on the video don't understand it. Pretty nasty biking. Looks like a what? Banshee one-shot biking. Yeah, pretty good. Let's take a look at the non-free gear rules. Crit chance is 15. Crit chance is 11. This one is oh wow, pretty high roll. These are free. All the right side is free though. Okay. Melissa. Okay. Wow, 141 speed? 13 speed. 11 speed. Okay, well that is that's odd. Oh, 55 crit chance. I see. You went crit chance neck. Yeah, it's pretty tough. You got a lot of blue gear, so I don't expect high rolls. Okay, let's skip this one. You have molded her a bit. Rare gear OP says, yeah, Vinny. I mean, look, 13 speed is not bad on that, but it has no other substat that's useful for her. Crit damage. I mean, oh, this is pretty. That's pretty nice. Yeah, crit chance neck. I mean, she will do damage. She'll do damage. Yeah, this helmet needs an upgrade. This one sort of needs an upgrade. ML Ken, let's take a look. ML Ken, very tanky, actually very fast. You've got some pretty fast heroes without a speed boot, without chasing speed. You got 3 speed on this, 24 crit damage. Damage is a bit on the low side in my opinion, but the tankiness is good. So it's a very, very situational fight that would work for him. Crit damage is okay. The crit chance is okay. The defense health combo is good. The speed is a bit too fast to my liking. But actually, you know, some people like faster ML Kens. They actually do. Attack. Got a health, yeah, crit damage, speed, and then yeah, you got a lot of speed. Move some speed gear to attack. Says eye gun. I don't think he's really chasing this speed. It looks like, I mean, everyone that he has a speed sub in, he's got some really good damage stats. And then this one has like good health with like damage too. So yeah, it's not like he's chasing the speeds. It's just that every single piece starts adding up. Especially he's going for ones that have destined speed, especially the 88 chest and the 67 weapon. He's going for yeah, he can't escape that. This one just rolled really good. Yeah, I wonder who else would use it. Like a ML Ravi again would really love this. I think ML Ravi with this on a counter set. I would love that actually. I would love that. You got a butcher. Ooh. It doesn't look like he's really used for PvP. So justice for all. No immunity. I think he's probably on some spare gear. Although if you don't really use him though, I would say take this boot off, give it to someone else. If you don't really use him. I don't think he's really set to be used. His damage is too low. And he's not on a counter or an Elbrus, so I'm not. And then the artifact you have on right now, although I know this won't determine anything because you could literally have like, you know, swap this on for world boss or whatever, but doesn't look like he's ready to be used in any content. Lifesteal is perfect on Butcher and ML Surin. Lifesteal with Butcher, Vinny? But he already lifesteals himself, right? I know it's not on every skill, but you're thinking like lifesteal with Elbrus maybe? I don't know. I would say like I don't mind him running high down. Like if he's not running a counter, if he's not running a speed, in my opinion, he's got to be like really, really. We're talking about 300 crit damage, like 3,300 attack, that kind of level. High damage Elbrus lifesteal. Yeah, I guess so, because people won't really be attacking him first. It'd be a waste, right? If you're talking about like GVG defense. Yeah, okay. Vinny, give me some ideas. Yeah, I'll probably take a look at what I got for lifesteal. Lilibet. You can get this one too, craft. 12% crit chance. She needs that crit chance. That 100% crit is so important on her. Not bad. Your attack is very high because you got attack set. She'll do what she needs to do. The defense is nice though. Although she is sharing Luna's star sign, so they have high defense to begin with. So yeah. Oh, yeah, I see there. 27. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Yeah. Because you don't have... Yeah, you have a bit of defense there too. Yeah, don't have much defense subs, but the Libra warriors are really, really tanky. They could be very, very tanky. Are you talking about every scenario, Vinny? Oh, Alright, so C-Dom. Broken set, very, very popular. That's okay. And on a speed boot. Yep. Yeah, that would kill. You got some you got some of the new side story ones. I got to take a look. Wow. So lucky, man. Mine just rolls garbage speed. That's lucky, man. Look at that. 19 crit chance, 14 attack. 23. This one's got like, what the heck? What did this roll into? All in flat attack? 1 crit chance maybe? Wow, that's a very salty ring, in my opinion. All the otherwise excellent subs. Like if I got this, I'd be super psyched. But yeah, the rolls on this one was like, that's Papega, man. That's it feels bad. Okay, yeah, and he wouldn't really do much. Okay, so she's like somewhat, maybe a PvE hero right now. Yeah, that ring is pretty much perfect, right? 4 attacks? 4 into flat attack? Oh, jeez. Oh, well, that's a big oof. 4 into flat attack. Well, on a 1,000... Well, keep in mind, though, on a 1,000 base attack hero, that 200 there is about a 20% attack. Right? 20%? Yeah. So... Yeah, so, I mean, that's 80% attack ring. That's pretty good. But, yeah, too bad. Yeah, carrot ring? Yeah, potentially. I'd still be salty if that's a carrot ring with the crit chance and the crit damage, though. Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay, yeah. Crit rate and crit damage can still work with carrot, too. I always forget that. 155 lifesteal Mursa. I have heard of this meme. The speed is not high on her, and she does scale on speed quite a bit. But I do know Mursa hits really hard, so I mean, this could do some work in some instances. Alright, let's take a look at Bologna. I think we're near 200 speed, 3000. I don't know what I would use this Bologna for, to be honest. The attack is okay, crit damage, crit rate is nothing. As a defense breaker, maybe, I guess. She's a farmer for you right now. Okay, so maybe PvE. I mean, she's not even awakened, so I'm not gonna assume that's a PvP hero. Luna Spear Gear. That does not do enough damage. Kisei. Okay, well, I think we're getting to the territory where you're not built, right? Zerato on some free lifesteal gear. Yeah, the stats will always be about the same. Effectiveness is a bit low. Crit damage a bit low. Health and defense are okay with the free lifesteal gear. And in Tenebria, Tenebria. Counter Tenebria. Nice. Okay, you're getting into some interesting thought process here. So just a debuffing Tenebria, 150 speed. I don't know, is that tanky enough? I don't know if that's tanky enough. I guess so says FCC DC Ruele coming up, don't stop. Yeah, I know. I did see them. I just feel like this is like going a bit dip because we are looking at CP, so it is CP doesn't really mean much, not all the time at least. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna look at let's look at the T88 roll. Holy moly! 30 crit damage. Oh, that's a really good one. What are you on here? Health, speed. Oops, sorry, I hit the manage equipment button. One sec. Okay, go back. 22 attack. So I mean, you have some potential build. I mean, yeah, high attack on Tenebria is fantastic. Very high base attack. So you want to scale that up. But yeah, I think she's like a work in progress. If I were to rate her, even as a meme build, this is a work in progress meme, in my opinion. Okay, anyways, and then Lorena, speed set, 150 speed. It's fine. PvE wise, that's okay. Fire Ken, 88s. I love 88s. Look at that. Look at that beauty. That's a very solid Ken. Very solid. Are you on a speed boot? Yeah, you are on a speed boot. Yeah, that's a decent Ken. That's a decent Ken. When I say solid, I mean like he's like no criticism. Not mind-blowing, but actually pretty good. I do like seeing Kens with high attack. At the other stats that you have there. Maybe crit rate is slightly lower. I would say even 5 or 6 more crit rate, I would accept it as a much better build, but it is what it is. In fact, it's funny, I rebuilt my Ken for one Guild War fight today during my Guild War, and it looks like this. It was at 75 crit rate as well. I would have rated really low, but for what I needed, that was fine. But yeah, a high attack Ken is really good. And he's actually really high mullet. Cool, cool, very cool. FCC immunity set 190 for 80 crit rate, 220 crit damage. 0 effectiveness. I know a couple guys on stream are really FCC fanatics here. I'm gonna say this on like off the top of my head. This is an average Cecilia in terms of she'll need to do what she does, but I feel like you're kind of conflicting. You're kind of not here nor there. You're kind of going for bruiser stats, but then you're not there yet. The attack is actually relatively high, but your crit damage is too low to scale the health that you have. Your effectiveness is at 0, which can be very bad as well, especially at the speed that you have. Your defense is high, your HP is just not there. Your defense is good. So survivability wise, self wise, I think she's fine. Vinny says needs a 60 more speed. I honestly I think he has to pick and choose what he really wants from this Cecilia. Like, does he want to go bruiser, like damage? Crit rate is fine. If you're going full bruiser though, a bit higher crit rate would be nice as well. Oh, I just realized you're running a 67 on the helmet, but you're missing about like 100 plus HP there. No, 200 plus HP there. Is he no imprint? And I know you are going with a 35 boot here. Crit chance. I mean, it could be just stuff you throw together. Sometimes I make it. Oh, you're going crit damage neck. Yeah, the crit damage is not there. I don't know. 250 crit damage is the goal you want for any damage dealing ones. Because I mean, if you really think about it, it's 30% more damage you're outputting, which is a huge amount that you're missing there. So I would say that. Vinny says this low key seems more like a Lilius than an FCC. Trying to do too much, better narrow down focus. Yeah, 100% agree. 100% agree with that. I've seen CCs like this. I mean, you could pick off some of the noobs, but CCs like this, they're not. Yeah, they don't lean the fight one way or another. Especially if you're like, let's say you go in RTA, you pick your MLCC, and on a better fight, you're not gonna do much with the MLCC, I feel. So either this, the conclusion is this, because F Cecilia actually is relatively easy to build, but very hard to build well. Either she is like 230 or 220 speed. I know that Vinny, if you saw Vinny's account review, he has a 250 speed Fallen Cecilia with very similar stats. I know I know Vinny's changed his. So either you go really fast, but you maintain the tankiness, but you remove the crit damage and have higher effectiveness. So your barrier is there for survivability and you can provoke. Or you go like more damage, maybe less speed. I would say the tankiness aspect, you probably need a bit still. But yeah, very stat hungry, Fallen Cecilia, so I kind of get it. Yeah, you have to focus on the build you want. Dark Corvus. I haven't rated a Dark Corvus in a while. The only thing I would say about this is your defense is too low, your effect resistance is too low. Everything else is fine. 27 HP is considered low as well. But if you use him as one of your mains, I know you can say like, oh, I use him all the time, he works. Yeah, it's because DC with one healer and a defense buffer like Krau, it pretty much can take on anything. But in terms of like a build itself, the defense could be higher. I would say a comfortable rate would be about 1300 defense. I do like seeing DCs with about 28,000 HP. Do you have? Yeah, you do have imprints too. Okay, so he goes into the fight at least with 28,000, almost 28,000. if you have about like 70 effect resistance, I think that's already a really solid start. So you can slap on Strat Gauntlet for like different fights. But at least that's how I used to use my old DC. Let's see here, and then Ruele. Yeah, okay, this is one of the things that I was good effect resistance rolls, dude. Oh, you don't, too bad. That's a good boot for her, but too bad it's on a crit rate one. The Ruele you have here is decent. The effect resistance is still too low. 118. 150 would be the minimum. So most top players do run Ruele on a speed set. Ideally, you can complete it with effect resistance set. Now, I know you have 88s here, so it's gonna be hard to break it. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Look at that, baby. Yeah, those are the kind of rolls that you really want. But most top players, it's easier just to go with, like, let's say a T88. So the defense, and I know this takes RNG, so like don't get me wrong, you could do it with an 85 as well. But effect resistance ring, defense or health neck, and then the opposite, defense or health boot. Because you have a speed boot on, you are a bit faster, and most people usually just go with the speed subs on Ruele. With a speed set and like enough speed subs like this, like if you get like a 4 or 5 or even like 7 on every piece, she actually is fast enough to do what she needs to do. The problem with a 118 effectiveness Ruele is that she can still be like relatively easily debuffed, like a defense break or something, and then all of the stats that you've geared so hard towards, it ends up going for nothing. Although I will say though, your Ruele does have some really good rolls here, so I kind of see how hard it is to find a replacement. I mean, that is amazing. That's amazing. That's also really good. Your Ruele probably has some of the best gear I've seen so far in terms of like all 6 pieces are extremely good, like extremely good rolls, extremely good substats. It's just if you could get a replacement effect resistance ring main, I think, with some health, defense, and speed, I think you're set. But arguably speaking, a lot of people will be like, well, that Ruele is already really crazy. But again, I've seen 120 effect resistance made Chloe's, 120 effect resistance Rueles get defense broken by like, you know, like an SSB, and your average SSB. So definitely something to consider. Let's see, let's go Momo. I mean, she works. Defense slightly a bit lower to my liking. The effect resistance is a bit lower to my liking as well. I do know you're going in with an 18 there, but I still feel it's a bit low. Especially, I think Momo is usually generally taken into fights that would require more cleanse than heal output. Fire Akates is now like the jam. So should her boots be HP or speed main stats? That's a good question. Yes. So yeah, in terms of that, I know you're gonna be parting with 2 pieces to complete this. Yes. So what I was saying is that if this is an effect resistance one, by default, this should be a defense one. Because the defense and HP you have is really good on a Ruele. Let's see, what would you be missing? You'll be missing 18 defense there. You'll be missing more defense here. Yeah, so I would say the replacement would be a defense boot with those substats, effect resistance, health, maybe flat health, maybe flat defense, and maybe even speed. I would say speed, maybe. You want to keep her about like 155, 160 to 170 speed if you can, without a speed boot. And then the ring is effect resistance, and then again you just need those. So in terms of Ruele, like for example, like comparing to FCC, she doesn't need as many stats. She just needs really high rolled stats and also perfect substats. Feels bad, man. But I don't have a Ruele, so HP set boots with the same subs would be dumb as well. Oh yeah, that's true. Yes, because Ruele does have pretty high base health. So yes, you could consider that. Maybe roll a couple health boots. But yeah, at the end it depends on it. Maybe you want to keep this set because this is amazing. This is an amazing piece of gear. You don't want to throw this away. So yeah, maybe you roll, like, you get lucky one day. Yeah, I would say you don't chase it. Like, you know, roll gear for like a specific hero. You find the right gear. You just say, oh, this could be good for Ruele. Lock it up. You know, whether on a speed set, or an HP health set, but with the right main stats and the substats, man, you got a really good Ruele. Top tier Ruele. If you can get those, you can get top tier. He rolled cap on HP percent on that sword, 3% off the effect resistance. Wow. Yeah? You just did the calculation? He also got a flat health roll there, it looks like. The efficiency on that piece is near perfect. That's Vinny. That's Vinny speaking there. That sword is dumb. I know, it's so good, man. Jeez. If you got a base 4 speed there, honestly, that's like one of those drool. Like, these kind of weapons are one of those ones you can showcase on Reddit, and people will be sharing that. That is a very good sword. Lilius. Yeah, odd. Very odd that your Lilius feels just as effective as ML Cecilia, but like, I'd almost like flip the outside the fact that your ML Cecilia is on immunity set. I would almost flip the gear. Like, these stats on ML Cecilia I would find more comfortable. You got the faster speed, you've got the effectiveness. For her to do what you need to do, okay, you need to max this out. That's 100%. But that's fine for a Lilius. So that's actually okay. You got crit damage and crit. You got a lot of really good bruiser ones. So definitely, yeah, during this free equip event, definitely look into like swapping some of the gear, maybe just even between those two, and you might be able to find some good balance. Yeah. Wait, yeah, a wyvern sword with a defense set? Wait. Oh, it's from the Scam Hoochie shop? It says Rare Ruby? Right. Yeah, apparently you can like open up, they were all wyvern skins, but it could be any set. Ah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't notice that on the graphic there. Something wasn't computing, but I was thinking about the stats. I wasn't looking at the... Armin. Not bad. Not bad. Immunity set. Good. Ooh. 12 speed. 25 defense. Yeah, not bad as an Aureus holder. And the defense is actually not bad for the health. And the speed is pretty good. Yeah, this Armin will do work. For sure. Your effect resistance is actually quite high. Yeah, that's a good C, Armin. I'm almost hungry to see more of those like Ruele sword rolls now. You know? Imagine that. 180 speed counter dizzy with 64 effectiveness, but high effect resistance. What do you use this dizzy for? So here are my critiques. Again, this dizzy feels a bit all over the place. Effect resistance is very nice to have. The effectiveness is a bit too low to my liking. Speed is good. It's too squishy. It's a bit too squishy for a counter set dizzy too. So raid dizzy? Okay, raid dizzy? Okay, raid dizzy, that's fine then. Okay, if that's PvE, I won't rate this too much. Let's take a look at the... Yeah, you get some 71 and 65 here. Yeah, okay, let's go. Basar 229. Looks like it's the best you can do at the moment. 15 speed, 9 speed, 11 speed, 9 speed, 10 speed. Let me think, did I see one with higher speed than that? No, I think 15 speed is the highest you have. Yeah, I don't think I recall seeing something higher. Okay, cool. Krau. 91 effect resistance. Good for you. You are going for it. Whoa! Flat health? Flat health with 36% health. Although, flat health with 36% health would still not beat a main stat health percent though. Although, like, in reality, the roll is nice, but it doesn't really work for Krau. DJ Basar is begging me for that piece? Yeah, I would say some of the low HP heroes would really like that piece. That piece is good. It's got some flat defense too. So for low HP units, their defense relatively are low too. That flat defense can come in handy. Those are good rolls. I wouldn't say that this is a good on Krau though. 177 speed is on the slow side. Oh, you do have a 70 boot. In terms of tankiness, is not bad. Effect resistance 24. That's a solid piece. Yeah, I think he needs some speed. Speed subs in almost everything, and I think you're good. You got the right idea. High effect resistance Kraus are really good. I just recently made mine to 150, and I love it. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got potential. Very good ring. Consider moving this onto someone else. Give him a. Here. Hold on. Let me do it really quick. Just focus on the HP itself. If I swap in just the main stat health, and let's say a maxed one, you're losing 1,000. Oof. Actually, it's not as big of a difference as I thought. Huh. Okay, never mind. I thought it would be a lot higher. Do you have a 65, like a T88 65 ring? Let's see. Yeah, I want to ML can't. Let's just see this. No, 900 difference. So you are going with the right ones. Yeah, Krau with higher HP is good too. Just getting that extra S3 damage is very good. So, okay, never mind. I take it back. Other than the fact that you are missing some speed, I'd say for the amount of effect resistance you have, you should be higher speed. But, okay. Alright, Cleary. Doesn't look like to be used much. 143 speed. DN. It's a usable enough DN. Even if you don't use it for PvP. F Maya on counter set. 23,000 HP and then 1,400 defense. The defense is a bit low. Let me see. 60 health. Are you on main health everything? Yeah. The defense is slightly too low. Because it looks like you're using her as a light bait. And I know she gets a defense buff, but with oh, it's a B11 one-shot F Cleary? Okay, thanks for that info. We got Proof of Valor. I mean, I guess enough with a heal or with a rod. I guess that would work. Because more HP, more heal. 12% defense on herself. She has like 700 plus base defense, if I remember correctly. 12% of that. That's okay. It's okay. She'll survive. But I do prefer an FMI with a bit higher defense than that. Like about 1,600. For any in-your-face, like tanking it in their face kind of tanks, I generally do prefer about a 1,600 defense. But that's me. Yuna looks like decent for PvE. Sirmia not really built. Oxlots 243. Okay, 243. You got a 15 speed. See if you have anything topped off here. 13 speed. So 15 speed looks like your breaking point here. Yeah, 15 speed is your max. That's all the good gear units you have. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Just scroll through really quick. I'm not gonna like really rate them. Okay, cool. All right, so I think look. You got immunity sets. You do have immunity sets, but I guess you need the good immunity sets. Yeah, I would say that. Okay, I can kind of see your progression. I mean, it's fine. I mean, do your stuff. You keep going at it. You got a really crazy Ruele, really high potential Ruele. Your Krau is getting there. I think some tweaks on SSB. A couple of your DPS needs immunity set. I'd say Charles high priority in my opinion. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, you got some really good heroes too. Let me take a look. You got a lot more ML5s than me, man. Like I wish I have your ML5s. Let me take a look. Yeah, but you got RB, you got Spez, you got Ruele, you got DC. You don't have a Ravi. Spec says, Martial Artist Ken, wait. I didn't see ML Chloe. So ML Chloe's not built? Give me 1 sec. I want to see this before I wrap up the video. Maid is really good. I would say high priority build. Do you not, hold on. Soul Weaver. Oh. Did you just get her? That would be the only reason why I would say that you shouldn't, like, you should build her. Consider it. Yeah, I know she's not built, I can tell, but what I mean, like, did you just get her? Because she's very good. Like, she's actually very good. In some instances, even better than Ruele. Some fights, and then RTA, she's just a monster. From Mystics. So since the Mystics, okay. So outside of all those other critiques, then I would say high priority hero you want to work on next probably would be Maid Chloe. It's understandable you might not get the gear right away, but 100%, like, you should level her. You should really put some love into her. Yeah, Igon Soul says the same thing that I'm gonna say here as well, but I'll read Igon Soul. He says, Sushi, once you have rebuilt and priority some of your units, you're gonna be a beast. Yeah, I agree. You have a very, very solid foundation right now, and hopefully that this has been useful for you. Anyways, I'm gonna end for the video recording here. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.